start. Yeah, let's start. Good evening, my dear FMG friends. This is Dr. Rajiv Dhawan, your ENT faculty, and I've got all the pleasure to have Dr. Naveen Powal with me,
Thank you, sir.
our physiology faculty. And this session is about heart-to-heart conversation, as it always is. With the FMGs, we always want volume. Okay, sorry. So, as I was mentioning, that this session is about heart-to-heart conversation between us and the foreign medical graduates, as is always the case when we do anything from this channel. My dear friends, as the exam is postponed from the first date of 4th December to now 20th January, so many days at our disposal now, it can really be a boon for us, but it can be a problem for us also. So the idea behind this session is a genuine concern for all the FMGs that the train should not derail at this moment. Because you know what, when we got too much lax rope, the rope is too lax, at that time we really start running here and there, and the momentum which we built up for 4th December examination, if you remember, me and Dr. Khalil sir, we did the session of 30 days before the FMG exam, and now we're sitting 2 months away from the exam. Today being 21st of this month, November, so exam being 20th January, so guys, we are close to 2 months away from the exam, 60 days. So I have only one thing in mind with Dr. Porwal sir also with being me there, that our dear FMG friends have got a brilliant chance in front of them. They should utilize each and every day and opportunity to make sure that they pass the exam. This time, let's finish it off with it. And we'll discuss few things which are coming to our mind. It's not going to be typical Gyan kind of thing, which is never there. We'll talk about the practical stuff which is possible, which should be done, what can go wrong, how to avoid that. So, Dr. Porwal sir, first question to you is that, is it good or bad? The exam postponement is good or bad, sir? What is your opinion on that?
So my mantra is that whatever happens, happens for good. Or you can say the best. So already a lot of people are praying that the exam should postpone, they get enough time for that. A lot of people are calling that we have started the preparation just 2 months back. A lot of subjects are left. So I think that this is the ample of time. Now they have good enough time that they can revise at least their notes. They can do MCQ. So of course, from my point of view, it is always good, sir.
Wonderful. As sir said that, whatever happens, happens for the good. And I think I have all of you one question, and please answer the chat box if you can, that were you not hoping that if I would have got 2 days, 3 days extra, I would have revised the dermatology, psychiatry, anesthesia, or maybe complete biochemistry in 3 days? Just tell me in the chat box, was everything done by us? What is the difference between the NEET PG preparation and FMG preparation? As we always discuss in the class also, we have huge respect for the FMG students. They really work very hard. The biggest problem in FMG exam is the time actually. Because by the time, people come over here in India, July passes, August passes like in adjustment, then September, October, and then, exam is on the way. November is, exam is coming. So don't you think so that we were always hoping, as sir said, that we always wanted some more days and would have really done better for few subjects? What do you think so?
Sir, Sir, I want to ask you, if you would have been an FMG student, what would you have done, sir? What should be your strategy?
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful question, that why not put ourselves in your shoes, beta? I would act mentally as FMG, which I generally act also, in the class also, that I can really very well relate to the psychology of the foreign medical graduate, sir. And sir has asked me that if I am an FMG student and I got this news, wow, the date is postponed to, like now 20th January, what will be my response? My first response will be, let me take a break for a few days. Believe me, I'm being very honest with you. I won't be ideal, as I'm not ideal. I would say, the brain will say, oh, there are so many days now, 45 days extra close to that. So my first response will be, let's take a chill pill. Let's go home. I've been staying in Gautam Nagar or some other hostel in Chennai or Trivandrum, wherever you are, or Hyderabad.
Already 1 week has passed, sir. Now.
Already 1 week has passed. The notification came on the 15th.
Yes,
Today is 21st of November. 1 week has passed. But as sir asked me, first response would have been, let's take a chill pill for some time. And guys, I won't say that's wrong, but you know what? We cannot afford to have that. You know, honestly, we cannot afford to have that. That's why, just like elder brother, we're sitting over here to you guys, so that we communicate to you what could have gone wrong, but we have the opportunity. 1 week has gone now. From now onwards, let us get back to the books properly. Let us be more, organized as we were before this notification came, and let us target our weakest subjects properly now, sir. So if I would have been in your shoes, I would have asked myself with my close eyes, sir, that what are my 3 weakest subjects, and I would have done everything possible to make my weakest subject at least relatively okay, sir.
So I want to ask her which subject to focus now, because already time is less now.
Yeah.
So what are the subject you want to focus now,
Yeah.
sir?
Guys, as the game is of all 19 subjects, but there are a couple of subjects which are very, very high yielding, and if any one of these subjects is weaker for you, my dear friends, do not leave that subject. Pharmacology was one of the majorly asked subject in paper 1 last time, and we had a major debacle over there. Last time we know that. Let us not really, we don't have excuse, beta. Now, fortunately, unfortunately, what we will say, हम पहले बोलते थे, we were saying, time नहीं है sir, we don't have time, how can we read pharmacology, how can I revise physiology, how can I revise biochemistry, which actually I would genuinely say that student have got 9 to 9 classes, where the time is. So guys, if any of these subjects is weaker for you, like pharmacology, physiology, biochemistry, surgery, OBGY, PSM, please understand pathology is very, very important. Again, they're going to amalgamate into medicine big time. And guys, if CVS, CNS and rheumatology is weaker for you still, guys, it's time to give 2 days to each one of the segments. CVS, then 2 days CNS, sometime 2 days let's do rheumat, because endocrinology you do in physiology also big time. I know that. Respiratory sir covers very well, I know. So, but in medicine, we cannot say, I don't know how to differentiate the atrial fibrillation from flutter, because now we have time with that. And believe me, it's a golden opportunity. If I would have been in your shoes, I would have really asked myself, is any of these subjects which we discussed just now weaker for me? If it is yes, let us run behind that subject to make it comfortable for us, not strongest. It's not possible. Certain subjects are not your subjects, but like biochemistry, microbiology are not my subject. But I have the responsibility now to utilize these 60 days to make them at least comfortably okay for me, so that I'm able to target majority of question out of that, sir. So, I have a question to you. Now, with 60 days again pending for us, 2 months are there for the exam. Now, there will be a lot of things happening, sir, around us, because all of our dear students belong to one other institute, and with due respect, we have got huge respect for all institute. Every faculty does their level best to make sure their student pass the examination. The routes may be different, the paths may be different, the philosophy may be different, but the aim of every institute faculty is same, that may all FMGs pass the examination. But sir, do you think that at this moment now our dear friends can choose to change the resource completely?
So I would not recommend that. I would want to stick them to their own source. Whatever is the major source, they should stick to that. Because when you keep on revising the same notes, now the word is imprinting is there. And there is fallacy of thought that you know everything. So better to do MCQ from every sources, but you should stick to the main source, whatever they have done till now.
Absolutely. So guys, sir has got a beautiful message for all of you. Guys, trust your resource. Whichever resource like in a marriage also, relationship also, what do you say? Trust each other. We have to trust the resource. Okay, fine. Whichever resource you are using, whichever institute you are following as a major contributor to your preparation, keep trusting that. At this moment, it's not to create new bonds at this moment. However, having said that, 1 or the 2 subjects which you think that you are not good at and you did not attend the class or miss something, and you want to take a summary or a rapid review of that particular thing from somewhere, it's absolutely understandable. But changing the primary resource completely at this moment, hoping that this thing can make me pass, would not be a good idea, and I would not genuinely advise that, and I would second what Dr. Purval has said, sir.
So what can be the mode of revision in these 60 days now?
Now, what is the mode of revision in these 60 days with it? Is my one revision complete? Ask yourself, did you really finish one revision of every subject, first of all? Now, if the answer is yes, then the approach will be that now don't keep on reading notes from point A to point Z like that one more time. That would not give us much, value to our preparation. I would say this is a time to really, go for the retrospective revision of the notes on the basis of multiple choice questions. So this will be actually a major focus on the high yield point of your notes on the basis of what question you are solving. Don't just solve the question, open up that part of the notes, see that part, revise that particular chapter or topic of the notes properly, because topics are repeated in FMGE exam. Topics are repeated in INICT also. We just did INICT, sir, a week back, and we know, a lot of topics, lot of areas of the notes were actually similar to the previous sessions also. So guys, let us really, ask yourself, have we done one revision? If the answer is yes, then the next now revision should be more focused on the MCQ base, the retrospective revision of notes. But if your one revision is not complete, for example, sir, I've never read pathology or physiology or microbiology or ENT or ophthalmology after the class is over at least even once, then it means that sit for a few days, finish that one revision of notes, mandatory. Guys, may I tell you, now nobody will have an excuse to say, मेरे पास टाइम कम था, I had less time. अब ये excuse नहीं चलेगा. ऊपर वाले ने हमारी सुन ली. Everybody was praying probably, as sir said that we wanted couple of more days. God gave you many more days, beta. Now these many more days is my concern. These many more days could make you feel totally free, run away to your houses, do whatever you could not do for last so many days. Sir said that 1 week has passed, we have done whatever we want to do. Now let's get back to study, sir.
So sometimes they call you and ask you, sir, I'm feeling demotivated. so what to do?
I hate the word motivation actually. Sir,
Actually, motivation is a myth, sir,
Motivation is a myth. I always say, absolutely.
It comes from within. It comes from within.
Yeah.
But sometimes they call you, sir, I'm feeling demotivated. So how to get motivated?
Yeah.
And they keep on seeing all the motivation videos.
Yeah.
So how to avoid all distraction and be focused on the study?
Absolutely. Friends, the most common message I got after the FMG postponement, surprisingly was, sir, वो drive ही चला गया, sir. That drive is not there now, which actually I could relate to. Again, being an IMG, but having the mentality of probably relating to FMG mindset, I would say I would have also felt the same. That वो drive जो था ना वो, because when you have a target to achieve, 4 December is coming, 20 days are left, let's rush. Suddenly somebody says, no need to rush. There is a lot of time there. Now there is a huge problem that we lack that drive, we lack that motivation to study. And the commonest message I got, if you are thinking that you are the only one who's feeling confused, demotivated or lax or really lacking a drive, don't worry. Majority of FMGs are feeling the same way, and this session is about hand-holding all the FMGs actually. We don't want our younger brothers to really stray around this much, that later on, right now you are fresh with a lot of subjects, but ask yourself, couple of things are very fresh in your mind, beta. But if we do not study properly for next 3-4 weeks, what will happen? You will forget that also. Now, the result may dip. It happened, sir, in August 2020 when COVID was at peak.
Yes.
And the exam was continuously postponed, and eventually it happened in August mid actually. That exam was the toughest exam of the whole history of FMG actually. But in that exam, certain students who were doing very well, right, when the previous date was there and they were actually having that thing in mind that, okay, exam will be in the month of June or July, they were doing well. But then they lost the track, they lost the drive, they lost the motivation to study also, and they just started wasting time here and there. And just few days, again, 20 days before exam, sir, they started studying. But now they had forgotten all that what they had done till June. So this July month when it went way, sir, it created a lot of ruckus for us. But guys, please understand, in the toughest exam of August 2020 also, 14% FMGs passed the paper, beta. Those were the people who actually kept the momentum on. Let us learn from them, beta. Our ideal should be that those people who really performed the best of their abilities in the given challenging situation. Now this extra time looks like a challenge, but there's a hidden opportunity in this. There's a hidden opportunity to make a lot of subjects which are weaker at least comfortably okay for us. So, as sir asked me that, what is the way to be motivated? Ask yourself, if you would have been sitting over here in place of me or Porwal sir, and we would have been listening to you, what would you have told us? Don't break this continuity of study. Do not break the continuity of study. It will be really tough. Don't start some difficult subject, too difficult subject right now also. Make the day divide into 2 parts. Pick up a challenging subject for you in the morning time. Then do some relatively easy clinical subject for you, which you like. And then at the end of the day, do multiple choice question. Don't you think so? If we live next 59 days like this, we can really do much better in an exam. Why not? Why 150 beta? Why can't we score 180s and we get, like wonderful, confidence that we can really do much better in the upcoming NEET PG next paper? Sir, I got the message in the morning today from two people, from two FMGs. One from Davao, Philippines, other person from ISM Bishkek. One of them has got general surgery in Maharashtra. One of them has got ENT, MS ENT. What a beautiful news it is from coming from FMGs. Guys, these 60 days would make you feel prepared for the upcoming later on examination also. If we do well, if we get good score, you get a confidence, okay, I can really handle bigger exam also, sir.
So there is a misconception also. So whenever the dates are postponed, paper will be tough. So what is take on this?
Yeah. That's the second most question, sir. Most common
That
question
paper will
is
be tough
that,
this time.
yes, commonest question is, sir, I'm lacking the drive, I'm lacking the motivation. The second question which I'm getting, or sir also is getting, that every student is saying, sir, it happened in August 2020, paper came tougher. Guys, are we the decision maker? Tell me, had it in my hands or sir's hand, we would have passed you anyways. Beta. We are very liberal people. It's not in your hands, not in my hands. But having said that, may I remind you, last paper, relatively okay paper as compared to the August 2020 paper, 10% FMGs passed the paper. But in August 2020, which everybody quote as the toughest paper, 14% people passed the paper. Beta.
Yes, sir.
So guys, whatever the content of the paper may be, whatever the style of the question or the type of the question or severity of the question may be, there will be certainly 160, 170 question which will be definitely easily doable, provided you don't break the momentum of study. So promise us today at this moment that you would not break the momentum of study. Are we here to share a day-wise plan with you? No. That I really cannot really honestly, I try to do my level best, but everybody on a different journey. If I give you 4 days for medicine, 4 days for surgery, your surgery may be much better than anybody else's. You don't need 4 days for surgery now. You need 2 days to do MCQ-based revision and finish that. Make your own plan, beta. Make your own plan. Believe me, nobody is wiser than you. Nobody is smarter than you. Your internal motivator, ask yourself, you will know what shall you do at this moment. Study. Don't break the momentum of study.
Sir, I have seen that students keep on revising their own notes. And when they attempt the MCQ, then they cannot. So I think that there is a fallacy of thought that when we keep on revising the notes, they know that they know everything. But when they come to MCQ, it's better to do more and more MCQs.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is better to do more and more. They will not forget that.
Yes, sir.
In the examination, cortex is not working. We are working at the level of spinal cord. So only reflexes can be built only by doing more and more MCQ. So my advice will be that you should do more and more MCQ from every subject. At least there should be no repeat MCQ wrong in the examination.
Wonderful. Guys, Dr. Porwal has shared a wonderful thing for you for these remaining 60 days now. Why can't we keep 3 hours every day for multiple choices of questions only, beta? Why? We never had this luxury. Now we have the luxury. We can, as sir suggested, we can definitely do multiple choice question of the subject. On the basis of that, let's look at the notes, apply our knowledge actually. The paper seems tougher when we have not applied our knowledge, how this question can be asked in the real paper in a twisted manner. But as sir said, if you practice questions, you will always get the idea about majority of question, how they twist the question, which mistake I do, how to think properly, how to avoid silly mistakes, how to tackle little challenging question, which are long statement based question. How would we really, why can't we keep one window? May I suggest one thing? I've never given you a timetable like that, this and that. I'm just saying basic thing. CVS is weak, you need 2 days. Full 2 days for CVS only. CNS is weak, full 2 days for CNS only. Beta. Similarly, for rheumat, please give 2 days. It will give you extra, edge in immunology, pathology also. Similarly, I'm saying every day, without fail, whatever anybody is doing, I am keeping my post-dinner time from maybe 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock at night or whichever times zone you belong to, whichever thing is comfortable for you. Keep 2.5 to 3 hour window only for MCQs. Can we really decide that me and Porwal sir are like on the same page on this, that doing MCQs will keep you really driven, reading same notes, you will, oh my God, and my heart goes out for the people who are repeating this paper, beta. Because I am myself a repeater in NEET PG. I know when you're repeating, you want this thing to end at the fastest possible. 4th December, let it finish. I want to take now relax, beta. I know it's very difficult for person who's repeating second time or third time. This time lag, let us not this time lag spoil our game now, beta, because that's the concern which brings us to YouTube today. Okay, sir, I have a question to you, sir. Sir, how DocTutorials is going to hold hands for the foreign medical graduates in these 60 days, sir?
So first thing, I want them to stick to their own source. But we at DocTutorial, we have done already, sir, respected question in every subject. So these are relevant now also, and also the previous year paper we are doing. So we are there to help you by for every subject almost we are doing. So there are a lot of chances of coming in the previous year paper. Same questions they are asking. For example, I have seen a lot of students, they can make the histology of cerebellum, but when they ask who is the excitatory neuron, they will not answer because they are not opting for the MCQ. So if you see for 5-year previous year paper, a lot of chances are there that you are going to get at least 70-80% ditto same question there, not at least topic. So you should command the topic, and as sir says that we should go retrograde. Retrograde approach is always good for the examinations.
Absolutely. Guys, as sir advised all of you, and I would share with all of you that this session we are doing the previous year question of foreign medical graduate examination, and in the June session we did the expected question series. Guys, people keep asking which question shall we see? Why can't we make it a definite resource that okay, for every subject we'll do these 2 videos together, one previous year question and one expected question, and we keep our notes, and as sir suggested, you don't finish, for example, physiology you're doing, do the expected question series and do the previous year question series of this time. Both these series are available for everyone on YouTube of DocTutorials, this channel only, and pick up your notes, open up those topics and revise that part. Guys, topics are repeated, question style are repeated, same zones are asked again and again in a little different story. If you are able to really read those things the way sir is saying, believe me, it would give you a lot of confidence. You know, it's not spinal revision, it's cerebral revision. Okay, that's what we want. And even if paper come 1 or 2 shades up and down or whatever it may be, trust me, there'll be lot many questions which you will be absolutely comfortable doing it, provided you don't break the momentum, and that's the biggest concern we have this moment.
Sir, can we take some questions they're asking, sir?
Yes, sir.
Any study plan?
Guys,
we have discussed already, sir.
Study plan, bache, believe me, nobody should give study plan to anyone. I believe, because if I give you today, 22nd, for first week I gave the study plan. Why? Because I knew I would have run away to my home. I would not study. That's why for first week I gave you a study plan that 2 days you CVS, CNS, like that. Just to keep you, together as a group actually. Otherwise, people would have run away from their hostels to their houses actually like that. But now, 1 week has passed, we have cooled down. That's how we planned this session to be. After 1 week, now let's get back to our senses. Let's get to our books. You ask yourself, which are my 3 weakest subjects? Let us make them stronger. In the morning time, do those. Evening, do your favorite subject revision. Night, let us keep 2.5-3 hours for multiple choice question only. You open up today physiology video of expected question of last time sir's video or any other subject, and then previous year question, physiology done, notes done. Wow. In the morning, I did biochemistry, which I was so scared about. In the evening, I revised whole dermatology notes. Wow, wonderful. In the night, after dinner, I did physiology videos, 2 question sets, expected question, previous year question, and that gave me such a beautiful confidence while sleeping that I have done justice today. So, my dear friends, we need to do justice to these 60 days.
So, Dr. Chaudhary is asking that I have completed FMGE previous year question 3 years, NEET PG 3 years and NCT for 2 years. Is it enough to pass examination?
It's absolutely enough, bache. Do revision. I will say do revision. Even questions need revision. If you've done this much, it's wonderful.
If you commanded the topics, I think this is enough.
Yes, absolutely.
Not
just questions,
topics.
yes. Topics to be done, sir. Yes, topics to be done.
For example, one question, sir, which gliptin is safe? Linagliptin. It is coming in every examination I have seen. So they are keep on.
Note this question, linagliptin. Maybe sir is telling one question,
Yeah, linagliptin, it is kidney safe. It is coming every year. I don't know why. NCT examination also this year came. For last 3 years, they are asking the same question. Which gliptin is safe in kidney disease?
Wonderful. So they are saying that sir is a wonderful shire, and I'm sure sir definitely keeps us also entertained by that. But you know what, guys, this moment is to really be together. That's the main concern at this moment. Do not feel that you are walking this path alone. We all faculty members are actually absolutely able to understand your mindset, and that's why we'll keep coming back to you in multiple other formats wherever possible to make sure that you are aligned, because our heartfelt wishes, may every FMG pass this examination. Before the next comes, please get out of this whole thing and start doing clinical work in this country. That's what our heartfelt wishes actually. Okay. So, any other questions or any other things you need to add on, sir?
So I think now they should not waste more time. Go back to their study, stop all the distraction. And one thing, you should uninstall all this media. If you want to log in through the internet, it will take more time. So you will get discouraged by using this media. Because every time you are seeing this Facebook and Insta, they keep on distracting you. So please allot a time. For example, at 11 p.m., you can see all the messages and just shut it out. So please.
Absolutely. So, sir, they are asking any motivation shairi you have in mind at this moment. Sir's
Of
words
course,
are motivating.
when I will meet, then of course I will.
Definitely, definitely, guys. We'll not take much of your time. Let's really, in the chat box, each one of you commit to us. Whosoever is here, whosoever watches this video after the session is over, also, please commit in the chat box that you would not let this extra time derail your preparation. That should not happen. We'll learn from the mistakes of the August 2020. We'll not let this thing, and we always wanted some extra days. God has given us. Do not really, 1 week has passed. Bounce back to the original thing. But ask yourself, don't let anyone decide which subject to study when. You know which subject to study when, because you know which is your weakest area. Don't run away from the weakest areas, beta. If I will keep running from biochemistry always, I will never be able to pass the PG examination. You know that. I had to face biochemistry one day. I had to do that. Okay, fine. So similarly for you also. Don't run from pharmacology. Don't run from physiology, pathology. All these are important subjects. Okay, PSM. Whatever is weakest, face it end on. Okay, fine. Definitely. So with these words, sir.
Yes, Aftab Mullah, of course you are most welcome in Lucknow.
Okay, very good.
Okay. So all are welcome to my home city, Lucknow.
Definitely. We definitely would love to meet you on the other side of the things when you join hospitals also as interns. That will be really wonderful.
And for any doubt, you are most welcome in Telegram group of DocTutorial or my personal group. You can just message me for any doubt.
If you have any question, definitely you can post in my Telegram group or Telegram group also. That's absolutely okay. But finish this session with one commitment written in the chat box that you are on track. Write down I'm on track. Write down I'm on track and really be on track, beta. We will not let this whole thing derail our preparation, beta. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Okay.
And thank you for giving us time.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Thank you, sir, for joining.
Your time is more crucial than us.
Definitely.
So,
No, I think very FMG people are very wise people. They know
very wise, yes,
they are actually evolving, and I've seen last couple of batches, people are getting more and more sincere. Let us really make these 60 days make us score 40, 50 marks extra. Believe me, you will be feeling so confident for another exam of your life, NEET PG or next, whatever it may be. Wonderful. You are on track. Please write in the chat box, you're on track. It's a commitment to you, yourself, to us also as faculties. Each faculty of doctorals wishes you good luck, will be connected with you in multiple other ways in the days to come. You are not alone, remember that. Thank you very much. We are signing off now.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.